I'm chewing gum even though I have braces. Take that, dentists. Hello and welcome to our Madlads, the home of people doing mundane bullshit and then taking a victory lap. I'm Mr. Scoundrel, and here we go. I spent 6 hours building a 16 by 16 cobble pillar in my friend's yard because he joked about my house being small. This tower is 50 blocks tall and took me 12,800 cobblestone. I will build my house atop this pillar so that I will always look down upon him every time I awaken. This is showing dominance. Tell me, whose house is small now, Timothy? Had a little time by myself this morning to run an errand, so on the way back, I impulsively bought Starbucks and drank it while standing on a frozen lake. This person is out of control. Standing on a frozen surface and drinking a hot beverage? You are digging your own grave. My nail guy got no f***ing chill. See you then and we can go from there. Okay, love. Hi, dear. Hey, Kong, how are you? This is Kong's wife. Just letting you know Kong passed away 2 days ago. What? Yeah. Just kidding, it's me, lol. Kong, WTF. Kong, you old rascal. You have failed to connect for the following reason. You have been banned from logging into this room until Thursday, December 21st, 23:59:59 Pacific 2020. My 11-year ban from Yahoo Chess expires today. I have no idea what you do to get banned for a decade in online chess, but I'm gonna guess it's something similar to the next post. Lied to her that I can play chess, don't, and now she wants to play me online. How do I learn chess in 30 minutes? Make her use white, open another chess app as white, play her moves and reply with whatever the computer plays. This shit's too easy. If that's not it, go ahead and tell me in the comments the harrowing tale of your own decade Yahoo Chess ban. Drew a ton of frantic drawings and markings on a styrofoam cup to confuse later generations digging through our trash. This one's intense. Like, have we considered the possibility that, like, the Scout Cave paintings were just some f***ing kids messing with us? $105 for a basic gamer hoodie. Some of y'all need help. Pocket change for a guy like me. You stole a keyboard from your school because you couldn't afford one. Act broke to stay rich. You won't understand. Mark Hamill. Hashtag Tweetless Tuesday. Mark Hamill again. Parenthetically, except of this one, obviously. Mark Hamill a third time, parenthetically, and this one to correct the typo for hashtag losing the will to live. Mark Hamill is a national treasure. What's that? You want a Mark Hamill encore? I got you. I'm ready, hashtag Space Force. Ready as Luke Skywalker was to hop into an X-Wing with no training whatsoever, but somehow still flew it through trenches and blew up a whole space station. What do you mean, no training whatsoever? I used to bullseye womp rats in my T-16 back home. I love you, Mark Hamill. Thank you for being a human being. Why do we call it red onion when it's quite clearly purple? Been thinking about this for a while and getting quite worked up. See, this one is a super common misconception. In 1923, the first farmer to grow the elusive red onion was Francis Joseph Red. Hence, the word red onion became a staple in homes everywhere due to poor conditions of supplying other essential food items to households in that day. Since Francis could easily deliver his red onions to neighbors all across the homeland, the onion then became known as the red onion. Either that or the person was colorblind, I'm not really sure because I made all this up. Do Texas mom. Gonna get a tattoo today. What should I get? If you don't have a need for one, don't get it. Tattoos are for something important. Oh man. This isn't even like sticking it to your uptight parents. She didn't tell him not to get a tattoo. Just get a good tattoo. Like, this'll show her. Maybe now she'll stop giving good advice. This is what happens when I am left to clear the driveway unsupervised. Drew a little face on a Subaru. What do you think of that, society? I've been roasted on this sub every single day of 2020, and today is finally the last day. Roast me. Day 366 of 366. What do you think that would do to you emotionally? Like, he's either immune to criticism or a withered, soulless husk. Maybe both. That looks like the face of both. 120 minutes at 300 degrees, and this hot dog has become completely mummified and smells like fire. I mean, I get doing this because you're bored. It's the photo documentation and logging time and temp. Like, this clearly wasn't the only hot dog. This is a study of hot dogs, and I don't think this is the end point. I just wrote the date as 2021 on the first try, and you can ask me anything. Normally, that's an accomplishment, but not this year. Everybody is weirdly and painfully aware of the date at all times. That's not a thing right now. My uncle just sent me a message in the family group asking for money. I privately messaged him asking for banking details so I can deposit it. He responded saying that he doesn't actually need money. He asked for money so that nobody in the family would ask him for money. That is a preemptive strike against your family. My mom said I can stay up till 10, but I'm up at 12 watching this. Sunglasses everywhere. This guy plays by his own rules. Look out. One time in high school, in the beginning of the year, my teacher had everyone write a list of 100 things you wish to do before you die. She said you could literally write anything you want, and she won't share it with your parents? That sounds made up and way too specific. So like an idiot, I took the challenge and purposely wrote any offensive thing I could just to test the teacher. I wrote things like knock over a baby stroller when there's a baby in it, trip old people walking, be tortured by hot girls in a dungeon. Next day I go home and find out my mom just got off the phone with my teacher. Yeah, that's fine. This reads like somebody post-rationalizing some real weird stuff they did. Like a teacher wouldn't put any emphasis on confidentiality and frame it as a challenge. This is not a mad lad. This is a weird dude. Laser Quest Laser Tag Center. Hey, before you're gone forever, I just want to be honest. I ran, I jumped, and I climbed on multiple occasions at the Ottawa location. I did not respect the Laser Quest Code of Conduct, even though I verbally agreed to it, and for that I'm sorry. We forgive you. See, that's what needs to be on your top 100 life goals lists. Make peace for your transgressions against the Ottawa Laser Quest before it's too late. People who understand Chinese or Japanese, what's the dumbest thing you've seen tattooed on someone? Guy had this tattooed on his arm, said it meant lover of Asian beauty, when in fact it means foreign pervert. See, that is a great way to tag them. I work in an aerospace facility where you can only use black ink on any official paperwork. Had a pen thief in the house, so I bought 2 packs of Pilot G2s, one colored and one black. Switched all the ink cartridges up, so not only did I never have another black pen stolen, but the pen thief was found with pink ink on some controlled documents. Suck it, Tim. I need to interject that I'd already recorded the Whose House is Small Now Timothy during the Minecraft post at the beginning. I don't need you to believe me, I just need to collect myself, and I need to alert any Timothys out there that something is happening and it is beyond our control. Also, this post is a twofer with this Sharpie cap setup, but I need to be clear, these are not mad lads. These are leaders of men. When you shoot your shot, you gotta fire both barrels. New York Post exclusive. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West are getting a divorce. Here if you need me at Kim Kardashian, but also, here if you need me at Kanye West. This guy is hedging his bets. So at this point, it's pretty much a sure thing. My coworker just told me about a kid he knew in 2nd grade that was really allergic to peanuts, but one day during lunch, he said that he couldn't take it anymore, and he just wanted to know what Reese's tasted like. So he pulled out his EpiPen, ate the Reese cup, then stabbed himself with the EpiPen and told the teacher to call the hospital. And that kid is the most hardcore kid I've ever heard of, and I want to be his friend. I mean, Reese cups are alright, but this had to be other kids, like, playing him up because they knew he was allergic. So then he gets disappointment and a ride to the hospital. Ask me a question, then edit your question to make me look like a dick. Go on, you reprobates. Stick to no politics like good boys and girls. If you had a time machine, what would you go back and prevent? Great question. Probably the advances in healthcare that have meant we are beating a lot of preventable diseases. What would you prefer, equal pay for women, or a 7-CD album of Daniel Craig sing show tunes? Not a big fan of them, so I suppose Daniel Craig. How do you think we should support vulnerable homeless youth? Probably get some sort of animal control out and get rid of them. Turns out an American teen who identifies as an int-p brony has single-handedly written almost the entirety of Scott's Wikipedia, despite not knowing the language at all. Scottish Redditors suspect he may have done more damage to the Scots language than anyone else in history. Almost every article on Scots Wikipedia is written by one American teenager who does not speak Scots, and is writing English in an accent. If you have a multilingual language model, this fakery may be your entire training data for Scots. Telekinesis. Telekinesis as a form of moving objects with your mind. No one is going to top Scottish Brony, so that's all for Madlads today. As a way too late disclaimer, don't eat peanuts if peanuts are trying to kill you, and don't remotely destroy the Scots language. But do cheat at chess, and do make fake artifacts to mess with future civilizations. They think they're smarter than us because we're all dead and they're not? Fuck 'em. I'm Mr. Scoundrel, and I'll see you next time.